Finally, our van is starting to look like a home. This week we are making a huge visual change as the walls and ceiling go up and make our own internal flares so we can sleep sideways. Of course, there are a few unexpected challenges, so many pieces to fit and plenty of moments that tested our patience, but also made us laugh.
Whoa! It actually worked!
So grab a coffee, smash that subscribe button and let's jump into one of the most exciting weeks of the van build. Let's start with the internal flares. Some of these shots were filmed vertically.
Good morning, everyone.
So I'll explain as we go. For each side, we built a wood frame sized for a full bed. We added a 1/4 inch plywood back, but since we have bunk windows, we had to mark and cut openings first.
So, we have created a template of our window. We tested it, it looks pretty good from the inside, but now we have to pass it to our actual internal flare. But we don't know where exactly to locate. So what we're going to do or try to do is to put 4 screws in the 4 corners, put it from inside where the window is supposed to be, then take this, press one against the other, and the 4 screws supposed to create 4 marks here that we will able later to trace by putting this on the 4 dots and tracing the window.
After marking them, we cut with a jigsaw and test fit the pieces.
Looks good.
Then came the fun part, finishing the flares.
We've started to do the upholstery. The first layer, it's not a must, but it can make a little bit of cushion to the upholstery, is to put this foam layer. We took one of the most thin ones, and it doesn't have to look beautiful, as you can see. You need to cover most of the areas, and then the upholstery layer, the fabric will make it smooth. So let's do that now. Wow!
Wow, it looks good.
Looks professionally made.
Looks good.
Chasey's upholstering business.
It looks good.
The second one went much faster thanks to a little YouTube magic.
Usually people use like 3M spray adhesive to put this upholstery on the part that they want to upholster. But we have a new way, it's brand new. It works only if you make videos for YouTube. You use the upholstery fabric that you got like a wand from Harry Potter. Do like Avada Kedavra! Whoa! It actually worked! Looks amazing!
Installation was simple. We screwed the flares to the framing we'd already built. And here's the final result.
Good. What is it right now? Good noon, everybody. So, yesterday we had an entire day of driving an hour from here to a place called Hobby Lobby to buy this fabric for our ceiling that we also put when we returned after an entire day in Hobby Lobby and Home Depot. This is a hidden vent, our invention. We also bought hopefully all the necessary materials to complete the ceiling and for the walls. So in this morning we woke up, and after, buying for the 4th time wood stains, we went and bought another wood stain, this time natural, because we weren't sure what would look good in our van, and the floor is more or less natural, so eventually we've decided that we'll go with the natural stain on the top, and we also bought a top coat. And so this morning we prepare all of these strips and stained them, and here they are. Now we have to wait something like additional 3 hours for them to dry before we put on the top coat. So in the meantime, we will start with our walls. How exciting! So I've made this template to go around this foam part of the vehicle for the wall that's going to be up here, and also for this notch, and it looks like this. Alright, now we have tried to put here a recessed wall for the future monitors is going to be installed, but after realizing we don't have any idea how to copy the exact rectangle to the wall, we decided to let it go and do not do a recessed wall here. But we've right now installed these two frame members, so in the future we can put here the mount for the monitor, the LCD monitor that we're going to put here in the future. And I've also marked and photographed all the distances of these two beams from this side and from the floor, so we can in the future understand where behind the wall these beams are going to be. In the meanwhile, Sarah is doing the top coat of our ceiling strips to finish them up, and once they are dry we start putting them up at the ceiling. Welcome to a typical yard in a van build with Sarah and Dave. Sarah is painting a wall piece, I'm cutting a ceiling piece, and everything else looks like a mess around here. But every single day after we finish working, we put as best as possible everything back in place, so we can have everything in place for the next build day. Whew. Now I'm making a ceiling piece. The first ceiling strip is going to be in the middle of the fan, and it's going to have two lights, two pocket lights, like this one. Okay, and well, in the beginning we try to trace something round to make a hole, but it ruins the very thin strips we made for the ceiling. So I went and bought this hole saw that is in the right size for these pocket holes to fit. So now I'm gonna cut them. So we did the two holes in the ceiling strip, and now we're going to put it. These are the two places to put the backlights, and now we're going to put it up. But first we need to pass through the wires behind our ceiling fabric to the spots we need them. So we're going to do that now.
We used a nail gun to attach the strips to the ceiling framing. We kept going, one strip at a time, until the entire back side was done. Next, we installed the first wall panel, and instantly the fan felt completely different.
And here is the final product of the first wall panel that we put up. In the beginning I thought that this is going to be the most easy wall, and now I really hope that it's not the easy one, the easiest from all the wall panels. We had a little bit of weird shapes right in the top right corner that we had to cut, and one outlet, small one here next to my finger, that is for the future monitor. Here, double 120 volts plus USB ports for us, for work, for our laptops, for our cell phones, whatever. And up there is 3 USB ports in one that's supposed to be later inside a cabinet for our camera, drone, etc.
We finish installing the rest of the ceiling and move on to the final touches.
We saw on the internet, on YouTube of course, that a common mistake is that people cut too much of it because they don't understand how to measure the amount to cut from this flange of the vent. So what we are going to do, and hopefully is right, is we are putting the flange as is, complete, and marking a line of the ceiling on it. Now we can see that we have this much of excess flange outside of our ceiling. This is, now I'm going to measure it. This is 2 3/8. 2 3/8. Now, to eliminate this space from the outside, I need to cut the excess space from the inside. So what I'm doing is marking 2 3/8, and this is the actual amount we need to cut from the flange for it to fit perfectly in the ceiling. It is unbelievable, but our ceiling is 100% officially done. Woo! We are so happy how the ceiling looks. Everything works amazing, the lights look amazing, and even our fluke with the 2-color woods actually looks good. Yesterday at evening we installed this wall that has triple USB outlet here, 120 volts AC, and one double 120 volt AC with 2 USB ports, which I haven't tested. So let's turn on the AC. Now I need to just put up the plug, the breaker, and let's see now if we can start powering our tools with the power of the sun. So, let's see if it works.
Really?
And it doesn't. Oh well. Lucky for us, we have Sarah around here, and she told me that I didn't put up the main breaker, so let's do that now. Is it up? And it's charging! We can charge our tools with power of the sun. We can charge our tools with the power of the sun. We can... So our windows have here a gap. Doesn't look so good. One solution we thought is to buy this rubber trim from Amazon, which doesn't look so bad. But if you look closely, it's not placed correctly. There are parts that the metal has already broken because this upholstered plywood, 1/4 inch plywood, is too thick now for it. So on this side, I'm going to do another approach, another solution. We haven't connected this internal flare yet. If it goes well, we will copy that to the other side. Let's do it. I'm not going to need an entire frame from the inside because it's continuing and becoming from the bottom to the top thinner and thinner. And I'm going just to need 7 3/4 inch from the bottom part. So I'm just measuring 7 3/4, 7 3/4. All right. That's great. We're going to need 2 of them. We're going to use the same, internal flare as a template for both of them because the windows are in the same size. Now I'm choosing 1/2 inch of thickness for it, the sides. Now we cut. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I mark here a diagonal or a triangle, and we're going to cut it, hopefully. Not sure how yet. I will try, of course, with the jigsaw. Alright. We did it.
Wow!
Just need to copy it 3 more times. Now all that's left is to upholster. So I cut a little bit of fabric in the exact size of this. The most important part is the internal part to upholster. That's what we're going to do. And this is the final product. Let's put it in the window that is in the internal flare that is installed already, and I'll show you how it looks. So, what do you think?
Wow! Wow!
That's
Wow.
a nice finish.
Perfect!
Amazing!
Wow, it looks.
That's a finish that we're happy with. Come and see.
We kept cutting and fitting wall panels for the rest of the van.
Good morning, people. So, we are almost in the end of the 4th week and we must finish the walls today. Why? Because, well, we have only 2 months to build the entire thing and we are already a month over. Oh my god, the pressure. Let's do this. So we have already built this side of the van, except of this middle section, which is part of our shower and will be built in a later step. And today we are working on completing the wall of the bed, kitchen and the entrance door. Lucky for us, we got templates for the back doors as well, which Sarah is going to trace now and also cut them and upholster them. We have for these bottom parts of the back doors, and we have also a template for the bottom part of this sliding door. The rest of all these weird shapes I'm going to start working on right now.
Measuring every little corner wasn't easy, but with every piece, the van looked better and better. While I work on that, Sarah made all the upholstered covers, and they turned out amazing.
And we also installed this wall, which has this niche inside of it for some spices later on. We were going to put here like a rail to hold them. Pretty good, I like it.
Hope you liked it too. Support us by subscribing and sharing with your friends. See you Friday.